Hey everybody, Asher here. Welcome back to Starsector, where it's better than bad, it's good. Today we are currently at the POMED, where we are trying to rebuild our alliance just a little bit. That's not what I was trying to look at. This is Scy Nation who's trying to knock on our door, and I love this. They have a raid that's coming after us, and it just lists all of our planets. It's like, yeah, we're going after all of them. It's fine. Cradle's over here. It's going to survive, I hope. We are going over here. It's all very good. We do have some money issues. We do have bounties that we could potentially cash in. Not that one, not that one. We have a choice between this one, which expires in 16 days, and this one that expires in 21 days. So we're going to go for the 21-day one just because it puts us closer to being caught up with Scy Nation knocking on our door. So to do that, we are going to first off go here. I have a skill point that I've been sitting on for a whole friggin' level just about here. We'll do polarized armor. I know I could be eliting some of these things with story points. In fact, one thing I got suggested multiple times ago, can't do it with Bobby B, what was about to, because that's the picture here, is that we have some cores that we can fully integrate. They certainly have been doing good enough. And do I really care about the skills that are here? This is largely a ballistics boat, so we probably want it. Well, you know what? We definitely want it to have less hull damage. We don't care about point defenses, field modulation. Helmsmanship seems fun. Ballistic mastery. So let's do this for sure. Combat endurance is pretty important. Impact mitigation is pretty important. Gunnery implants I'm not as concerned about. Let's do damage control. I got to double check here and see. Does this have a lot of missiles on it? You bet it does. Okay, we're going to be keeping the missile mastery here. And then for the electronic donic, we know and love this ship, and one of the best names in the fleet, it must be said. Why does it not have energy weapon mastery? It's like there's even more things I could be doing if I were just better at this game. And I think for you, we probably do want field modulation. Here's the thing with systems expertise, is that it does increase operating time, which is very important. In fact, I'm going to keep that on there for now. Combat endurance, also very important. I don't think speed is really a problem with this ship. Yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, cool. And we have some gamma cores we can assign. We have a few other ships that are there, but before we go make some money, and let's check and make sure our alliance is actually alliancing here. We have 3 members. We are by far the largest blob of an alliance here. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention here. We can totally punch Brighton because they are kind of to the west of us. I mean, technically it's on the way to Saleh, but there's, if we look back at what's going on over here, it looks like there is some people coming in from over here. So Scy Nation's over here. Scy Nation, we're going to have a word with. But let's start by getting some supplies. Now, I am money poor and money unwise. We're not buying storage here. But we can just dump some crap on the black market. We've done it before. Hey, look. They need drugs. Apparently, they need drugs, but not that badly. And honestly, some of these weapons are really good. Don't get me wrong, but I have a ton of weapons at home. So we're just going to sell. Even sell a blueprint in there that I already know. So congratulations. We just gave it to the pirates. Let's see if it disappears and goes to the pirates. It's usually what happens. I just saw a few Reddit threads about it. So pile driver. It's gone. All right. So when the pirates can start building pile drivers for me, all the better. So now we have a little bit of money. We definitely want to buy some supplies. I think probably that's enough supplies, but just to be safe, because we're totally going to get patrolled here in just a second. Let's get up to 3,000 supplies. That seems fine. That's close enough. All right, so if we look here at our debt screen, we do have some unpaid debt. And selling off all of our stuff certainly helps. And assuming, oh boy, assuming our colonies are actually producing income like they're supposed to be. Oh, this is such a money pit. I love this colony because it does so much work. Between the privateer base and the military base, I should probably upgrade the ground defenses, but it's such a money pit. There's always money in the stand here, and I half wonder if I should make improvements here. It costs 6 points, apparently, because we've already improved things. Fun. All right, well, For now, let's go bounty hunting. I've done enough flippancy. And where is this bounty anyway? Orange primary star in the Beta Newton system, and the Newton star system, which does not include these. So it should be this one. Wow, of course the snot's gonna just start appearing here all of a sudden. So y'all can enjoy that. Because why would I edit my videos? We went over this last time. Hey, we are being hunted by a defense fleet. Are you accusing me of something, good sirs? Oh, I just hit the I just hit the speed drive for fun. We're gonna allow the scan. Did we just lose our alliance just based off of that? So we lost some combat readiness because we didn't lose that. Let's see here. Did we just break alliances based off of one inspection? That would be really hilarious. No, we didn't. But we do want to gift some planets to the POMED as well as Dassault-Mikoyan. I think that little system sitting to the side of what is it? That little system to the west that I was talking about that has Brighton and a Scy Nation place. That is prime real estate. So we do have some repairs here. It's all good. I don't know why we're traveling so slow. I'm sure there's a reason. That'll make us go a little faster and increase our repair bill a little bit. Yeah, what is in our fleet that's making us go slow? Don't tell me it's this. Ugh. You know, if I had just brought the Ox Tug, we'd be in better shape instead of doing a max fleet speed of 14. Let's actually look here. +6 burn a slow ship. Ugh, it's you. Okay. Well, we'll just have to deal with that for now, because I originally started dragging that along because once upon a time I was going to be invading other star systems. And now I didn't even go through, and I can't do it while we're not in port. But what I was supposed to do with this ship is we have militarized subsystems, which is good. But I'm supposed to add on, it's not auxiliary thrusters. It's one of these things. I should know right now. I'm really bad about going through just the stuff here. Augmented field drive. That's what I was supposed to add on. It cost 40, but we have 40 available. So that'll let us go just a touch faster. We are taking a shit ton of damage. But anyway, we're going to limp our way over to... thanks, Janine, for getting repaired. But we're going to limp our way over to the bounty. Hopefully not lose it, by the way. Should really be watching the clock here. We have how many days? I saw a number fly up that did not make me happy. 9 days. Okay, this is where time is definitely of the essence, and we're very glad that this is a easy system to navigate. We have other shit over here that may be anything here. So where's our orange star? One more over. Okay. So there's only one planet in this system, allegedly. And it's right here. It's an artificial world. There should be a bounty here. We got to turn off the beacon just to make sure. Although it's interesting because there's an inner system jump point that makes it look like we're near here. But this is where it actually is. And we're getting some other stuff. Let's see what this is. All right. Hey! This should be easy money, and we have a POMED sensor array. Okay, hey, friends. You're just pirates. Then you won't be too offended if we go and punch you out. All right. So you're not coming in today. And we're gonna try to flex our frigates here a little bit. Like I said before, that's one thing that I kind of want to be doing as we get closer here. By the way, Breamer, there is a nice poll for what kind of bream the Grim Breamer is on the Discord, which you should come visit. Okay, Star Skipper. I've had people beg me multiple times to fully repair the Star Skipper and bring it back to all of its glory. That's not the worst idea, especially once we get our financial situation straightened out. I probably don't need to be bringing this many supplies, but I am. Cool. So 1, 2, buckle my shoe. We're just going to do this the old-fashioned way and pile up everybody over here. Ooh. All the body functions today. So, we're just going to fly and enjoy Starsector in its finest. Although, now that I think about it, one of the things that I do see comments on, not so much on my videos because I'm not as tutorial focused, but on other videos for sure for Starsector, is people really struggling with how to actually pilot things. The whole driving, the whole following your ship and using the WASD keys and all that, and making combat work. There are some very good tutorials in game that'll try to help you out with that, but I think some of the better advice I can give is don't be afraid to start with easy targeting weapons. You just get some missiles that have auto-tracking. Get some lasers that have auto-tracking. You see me here with just shooting a purple... We're not going to say it because this is not a family-friendly channel, but it's not that kind of channel either. Shoot some purple at somebody and call it a day. That's a fun ship. Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to put a heavy escort on you, a medium escort on you, a medium escort on you, and we are going to take... Hold me closer, Tony Danza. I really want to have you guys crash onto this. But instead, we're going to bring you guys... let's bring you guys down here. I think that's fun. Like, they're big aggressors coming, but this is not a hard fight. Wow. But see, once again, one of the issues that we're going to have is that we are going to have some crowding. And I just shot the wrong thing and damaged myself. I know people love shitting on Blizzard Entertainment, but I do think back to Rock and Roll Racing and Cyan and Synapse is what they were called back then. It's probably not actually what they were called, but somebody died down there, and I'm worried it's one of ours. But yeah, I just think back to the announcer for that game, Rock and Roll Racing, quite a bit. It really did make the game. I would always play as Jake Badlands. My brother would play as Tarquin, and I am currently playing as someone who is stupidly jumping his destroyer in front of an onslaught. Just because I took a skill doesn't mean we take the skill here. This is actually working pretty well. I don't mind these guys wandering around here. I definitely don't mind how this is working out. In fact, what I'd really love to see happen is you three just go after this and take this on. Then we can bring you guys up here and just have you all go after this thing, not this thing. That thing's little, but we want to work our way towards the onslaught. What I'm hoping to do is to have a nice big movement where I can bring these guys back over. So for now, I don't mind being a little spread out. It gives us a better opportunity to actually fire. So there we go. That thing's not long for this world. Can I steal somebody's kill? Probably not, but maybe. I did! Got a twofer. I'm glad the Southern is coming out today. Another thing that I always appreciated about some older... Why am I on Blizzard all of a sudden today? Is StarCraft. After hearing so much Star Wars and so many people trying to sound like Patrick Stewart in Star Trek. You thought I was going to say Patrick Stewart was in Star Wars, didn't you? It was really nice and refreshing to have the Terrans and StarCraft be the space rednecks, because honestly, it's not the like fancy bourgeois class that's going to be colonizing the systems and exploring the system. It's going to be the working class that are trying to go over and sort of chart the uncharted worlds, which I guess is worth mentioning. There's a nice thing that I remember learning about when I was learning about linguistics back in college, and I haven't looked it up in a while, so I don't want to say it's not true, but the British accent, as we know it, was a social construction that was made to make people try to sound fancier than they otherwise were. It wasn't like old traditional Shakespeare people talked all, oh yes, well, you know, like tea and crumpets and scones, and I just flew myself into... So no. They sounded much more like a Cockney accent, which is always fascinating to me, because that's not what you hear when you hear people saying, oh, we're going to sound like Shakespeare. I am really curious about how the Devil's Advocate's doing over here. Ugh, that's actually a really good setup here. We're focused on ourselves right now and trying not to die. By once again being in the Onslaught's Cone of Fire, as is the Electronic Tonic. So that's fun. But yeah. So Shakespeare, do it correctly. You do it with a nice low-class accent, which is great, because another thing that people do forget is that Shakespeare didn't write for just the rich folk. He wrote for all audiences, and that's the same with other playwrights from the era as well. Wow, I am really hitting my friends today. Sounds like a good title for an episode. Hitting your friends is fun. Scy Nation wants to be my friend. That's really what's going on here. Not here specifically, because this is a pirate bounty. But to go back to the other thing here, it's just like, you have all this sci-fi that once again tries to make things sound Shakespearean. And don't get me wrong, I totally get it's Patrick freaking Stewart, one of the preeminent Shakespearean actors of modern times. So you don't mess with what's broken at all. Like his fucking King Richard is just amazing. But you go back to StarCraft and you're like, well, who's looking at that Zerg that's coming out from somewhere? It's not someone sounding all fancy crazy. No, it's the delivery driver. It's the trucker. It's the person that is just trying to make a fucking living wage and gets sent out to the sticks to try to build the shit for everybody else. Which also sounds a lot like BattleTech now that I think about it. And I don't remember enough about the voice acting for BattleTech other than what I've heard in like recently with the Asher Game Club game selection that I've gotten some feedback from. I do want to play it again, but work has been terrible, so I haven't been able to do the stream like I've been hoping to. But yeah, the voice acting there, a lot of it does come down to you have a very big caste system in the BattleTech universe, so you would expect that some people are the haves and some people are the have-nots. Did I forget to like recover somebody? Oh, we're just gonna send our second in command. That's right. How do I play this game? Work has been such a nightmare lately that I'm forgetting how to do basic things like mop-up jobs. I did lose Black Swan. We shall regain Black Swan. Oh, I could get an aggressor. I already have an aggressor, so this is fine. And I always look at these as like, look at all the supplies I'm getting, but that's not true. These are the supplies I'm getting. And that's still really good, and we have money, and we're near the end of the month, so hey guys, we're going to be able to keep the power on. Yay! Oh, I think back to days where it was an open question of which bill am I skipping this month to make ends meet, and that's not a good way to live. You know, speaking of events, and this is just at the time of recording, I have got to say, it is really interesting we're going to go visit White Star while we're on our way down here, and we'll loop back over by HMI and maybe punch him in the face a little bit. It is really interesting being a defense attorney, getting to go into the district attorney's office and listen to the DA's wax poetic about the recent executive decision by the Biden administration, the United States of America, to start working towards taking marijuana off of the federal schedule, which is something that's long been overdue. And since it is incredibly popular among most Americans, I think the last number I saw was actually like 75% of Americans, not just one political party, but 75% of Americans support it. And if you ever get to learn about the history of why marijuana was so hard prosecuted once upon a time, I'll give you a hint. It has a lot to do with the Jim Crow era and trying to target hippies, dissenters, and others. Let's put it like that. Just going after marijuana in the same way as harder drugs hasn't made sense pretty much since it was there. And at least 2022, it's finally looking like that's going to change. It does mean that other states will have an opportunity to enforce it or not enforce it, but it's not going to be like the weird time where I was in Maine, and it was great going to Maine. I really liked it, where you can cross the border over into Canada, and marijuana is legal in Maine and legal in Canada. And why am I guess we already surveyed this before. I think I just wasted my time. I thought this was unexplored. We do have a few things that are unsurveyed, so we'll try this again. But yeah, one of the really weird things is that you have people who you can cross the border, and on the Canada side, marijuana is legal. On the Maine side, marijuana is legal. But that little area on the border there, it is super illegal. And they will... Oh, hey, Sindrian, I thought you were my friends. Turns out you don't like competition. So it's just it'd be nice to be like, okay, well now, not that I partake in anything like that, I'm not that interesting. And in the state that I live in, it's not legal, which gets back to in the DA's office. Honestly, I do have to say this: the district attorney's office has had a policy for a few years, seeing the writing on the wall. They have not been enforcing marijuana convictions like they had been when I first started in this job. But it is worth saying that there were still people that were strangely pissed off about it. It's like, okay, you this is something that makes your job easier. I mean, granted, it's state prosecution instead of federal prosecutors, but it's like this is another thing you don't have to do, and you always have enough on your plates. Just take the W at this point. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to go to Grimsharos, because Grimsharos has some fun stuff to survey, and we're running low on supplies anyway, so I got to look for another thing here. But yeah, I remember getting in trouble in school because, like high school, because I was very much on the legalize train. And it's funny because I had a reputation in school as like one of the outcast kids that was such an outcast that the outcast wouldn't like let me in their outcast group. I couldn't afford the clothes because didn't go to Hot Topic and buy everything new. But ooh, can we knock this off? On a salvage expedition, let's try. Okay, they're independents. We're not going to try. Hey! What are you guys doing here? We are going to go home. We are not going to go to Grimsharos. Did I miss the thing that said the Vic were coming after me? I clearly did. I got to scroll down here. Expeditions forces are outmatched. So we can ignore them. Scy Nation. 18 days until arrival. We have time to get to Grimsharos and then get back here in time, so that'll be fine. So let's check Grimsharos first. Although I am a little concerned about my supply count and my fuel count. We should be okay. But yeah, I was one of those outcast kids, like really, really outcast. So it's like people weren't surprised that that was my opinion, but not in the way that you think, because it wasn't like I was sitting there like, yeah, man, 420, smoke every day, or whatever. It's just like, oh, it's another weird thing that Asher's saying, just so he can be a, oh, I don't even know what word you'd call it here. If you know, I could totally raid the museum now, because nobody else is here. Space graveyard. We have a planetary graveyard somewhere. Yeah, let's just go to Zuon. Let's have a fun time. And this was in the 90s, and this was in the Bible Belt, if I haven't mentioned it before. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. So very, very much a place where you think about stuff as like being liberal or conservative. But the Bible Belt back upon those times is very, very anti-marijuana. Look at us exploring ruins here. We got a degraded Ford template. a corrupted nanoforge, an atmospheric sublimator, Hiver blueprint package. What the... Okay, I'll take it, but what the hell? Yeah. Take all this stuff. We could mine the planet. I mean, we could totally build a colony on Zuon. It is fully surveyed. It's in chaos. What's left of the population is scrambling to survive. And I just stole their stuff. That's fine. Let's see what this is. Visit the museum. Oh! We can't actually steal the museum. Indiana Jones would be sad. Alright, so we have another thing up here too. Grimsharos Dock. Oh, that's not Grimsharos the planet. I thought it was. There's a sensor contact. Okay, let's try this again. Special functions. Transfer goods or ships. Interesting. I'm gonna do this real quick. I know I was on a tangent, and I've lost my train of thought, but it's fine. Planets and state. Ooh. You remember that part where I didn't fix my mouse? Okay, we can just do it like this, honestly. Map. Fascinating. The station's gone, I bet. Is this like the remains of it up here? You discover a derelict ship hidden in the debris, and it's a mask. Well, don't blame me for what happened here. I was the unpopular kid. And not like in the cool, he was an ugly duckling, and then he turned into a beautiful swan. There's a great story for kids to fuck up their self-esteem. You know, it sucks because I'm now low on fuel, and I'm going to have to deal with that. We're not angry at Kingdom of Terra. We do need to get home pronto. If we fly the wrong way, we go to the wrong system. You know, we have Grimsharos Dock here. If we're coming right back here anyways, look, we're making profit now. It's fine. We're just gonna drop some kids off. Drop some ships off. Storage. What are we gonna leave? We're gonna leave some shit we're not using that's slowing us down, that's for sure. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. These are good. How does that do our fuel number? That gets us to green. That's all we really care about. All right. For all of y'all wondering why am I bad at this game, this is why I have no attention span whatsoever, probably from all the drugs I didn't do when I was in high school. I just wasn't invited to the parties, and even when I was weirdly invited to parties and stuff like that, I didn't even go. I was just not very social at all. I actually... Oh, hey, Hajimi's declaring war against us again. That's fun. I got grounded for not going to stuff. That's the really weird thing. Like, I got in trouble for being invited to stuff and not going. For having potentially award ceremonies and not going because I knew I wasn't going to win and I didn't want to go. It's just funny to look back and be like, what did my parents want? I know what my parents wanted, by the way. Wow, everybody is really coming after us now. So somebody tried to go after Green. That would be the Vic. Okay. Do we have any weird contracts available here? We have alliances, combat, I don't know. Alright, I'm busy shooting the shit instead of shooting at the enemy like I'm supposed to be. So hopefully this slipstream does not screw up my drive. Old James is under rebellion. That's exciting for James. But yeah, it's funny now as an adult that I can look back and be like, What the hell is wrong with people here? I almost want to take you guys on for fuel. TBH. Seems like a fantastic idea. Alright, move in to engage. And if we do get a special ship drop, you know, the one that I'm talking about, we are going to take it. I should be doing a staggered deployment with the Sanctus and having it go sideways and like appear somewhere else, but we're not going to do that because staggered deployments are for losers. That's not true. Because staggered deployment means that we have to wait for other things to pop in here, and I'm just not that patient. Alright, this may be a terrible fleet to do this with, but we're going. Alright, so Sanctus over yonder. We'll put the Snowstorm over yonder, because remember, we're southern now, and we're going to give you all some stuff, and we're going to set a defend node over here for everybody else. Hooray, I finally figured out how to control the fleets. Not really. But yeah, I guess it came up, I just think a little bit of growing up here just with all the stuff that's going on, because the job I have now, it's especially funny because I do work by myself. I don't have an office that I'm in with people, but I do work with alongside a lot of people, including like the DA's office, where there are offices. And you do have inter-office politics, literally in the DA's office, because it's an elected office. And this year it's a contested election where I'm living. So you can definitely see some of the people that want to speak up, and they're just sitting there with their eyes wide open, bug-eyed, like, oh my god, I can't say this. I could just say whatever, because I don't work for... what am I going to get, like, in trouble for speaking out of turn? Or not agreeing with my boss? I guess technically I could get in trouble not agreeing with myself. This may be a really terrible move, by the way. We're going to go up here. We're going to bring you a little bit more into the middle. Just because Sanctus is over here having a grand old time, but I think the Sanctus is actually where the fleet's going. Yeah, the DA's office, like many places, has that's a lot of laser fire. Has a lot of strong personalities. But like anywhere else, just like dealing with law enforcement in my job, ultimately it's people. And some of those people are really good people, and some of those people are absolutely garbage. As I've said many times before, I've probably even said on this channel, there is evil in this world, and it sucks because you don't want there to be evil. You want people to be good, to generally try and do the right thing. All those missiles are slowing down shit, and I am all for it. Let's get the Sanctus up here, because this guy's going to need a little bit of support. How much support? Probably a lot. So that's fine. But we did hit the main fleet here. So we'll try to bring you up here. It's going to finish engaging this first. Yeah, you want people to be good. You want them to try to look out for people. But sometimes people are the worst. I've run into judges that I would unapologetically say are actually evil. To which I always tell my clients, and I'll say here again, is that when you see evil, you don't look away. You don't try to hide from it. You look at it right in the face. You let it know that you see them. There's a few people in the district attorney's office that it's the same way. They take pleasure in other people's suffering. Kind of like y'all are taking pleasure in watching this poor missile boat, I think that's the Det Runner, getting absolutely destroyed here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to save it, so... Yeah, I didn't take too much hull damage for that, so that was the Det Runner. Well, we got to get the Donic out here now. And how's all this going? This is probably okay. Yeah, that's a weird fight. We have how many deployment points just hanging out on the wrong side of the battlefield? We'll be okay. It's just weird. So let's not focus on this. Let's bring all you guys and just pick somebody. And we'll let some of y'all freestyle, because right now they are grouped as hell. So there's a lot of good we can do here. But yeah, when you see evil, you do not turn away from it. You do not abate your eyes. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be able to not say anything, to feel like it's not your place to say something, so that they can keep doing what they're doing. Middle finger. You're the next contestant on The Price is Dead. So we're going to bring out the margin call. It's all fine. We have a system here. The system's not great, but we have a system. The system apparently involves me getting shot like, oh, we have this thing. I forgot about this thing. And that's a really funny thing to forget, that I forgot about that ship. Okay. New plan. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Remember when I was here for fuel? This may end up being a fuel run because I have some other ships that die. But it's okay. We do want these things down here. Which means we are going to go ahead and just go full shot over here. The Star Eater can take care of itself. This thing's going to die pretty soon. Yeah. The thing is that we need a lot of frigates around people. That's a lot of ballistics. A lot more than I expected from you Remnant folk. Okay. Yeah, we knew that was coming. So get your butts up here, please. The thing is that we need more hats on this. You take out a Radiant by swarming it. That's just what you do. We did fortunately take on that Fresnel, so it's fine. Where am I? I'm right here. I'm honestly not doing very good with damage right now. So we need to... Venting was not what I wanted to do. That's like I'm farting in the face of danger. And Foppery and Wim looks like it's trying to be a main tank today. And that's not its best role here. But it is trying its best. So we gotta get some shots on this thing. Any day now. Looks like my my one big gun's repairing. So that's exciting. It looks like I have some bad little spread sparkle motion missiles coming after me. I do not doubt your commitment to sparkle motion, but good lord, that's a lot of damage. I may have to bring him back up here in just a second. Once again, Paperplate Face Guy, Rock Forehead, as he will never be known as doing fine. The Tyrannicus is just completely in the wrong direction. It's okay. The big thing is that we have a good engagement on this. So right now you're actually just fighting stuff. I'm gonna rescind your orders. Stop this, and we're just gonna let this freestyle. We need everybody on this. We take a few more hits, it's fine. I need to bring in some smaller ships, to be honest. Alright, where am I? This is me, right? This is me and I'm dying, right? Like, my engines are now... Yeah, that's a not a good look. But I'm not totally dead. Once again, my gun's out, though, so that's not my favorite. There we go. Put you out of your misery. How are you doing? Your hull is still doing great. And that's a little bit of a problem. We probably do need to retreat you. Question is can we retreat you? So we're actually going to back you up. And so the other thing is that we have managed to push this back. But as you can see right now, we're kind of doing the Foot Clan thing here and coming in one at a time. What would be better for me to do is to stop this and to just take on the sides here. Wow. Hey, dog. Since it's probably in a position where I'm going to have to edit this anyway, let me go ahead and let my dog out because he's asking. All right, so we're back, and I have flummoxed this up. I tried my best to do the good thing and deploy out and guess where the opponent was, and truth be told, that didn't work out. Fortunately, our carrier should survive. Should survive. Probably will survive. It's not getting a front blast here. Now we have one of our big ships with Joe Steele. firing on it. We have a bunch of tiny targets. That's one of the really nice things about the Rosenritter ships, is that they are small, but I am in a very, very dangerous position here where I might not make it. We may have to do some pigeon wings. So we'll see how this goes. It looks like right now Joe Steele is still engaging here. So we're gonna give everybody the freedom to do this. I kind of just want to have you guys, since y'all are out in no man's land, to do this. And you're still fighting this, although it's not going too well, because it's a smaller, much more maneuverable ship. I guess another alternative would be just to drag the Remnant fleet back over to the Sanctus, but the problem is that we have kind of the engagement that we want right now. So we're not going to call 8776 now. But this is where I fear some of the Remnant fleets, even though it's 1 star, more than others. So there's Thornbush. And we are just in range. Alright. We have 12 deployment points to use. I am going to send the little guys. We need a few more targets to confuse the AI. Yeah, this shouldn't be long, and then we can. Oh, good. Remember when I said you weren't doing that good? You were doing great the whole time. I never didn't have faith in that whole setup there. Okay, look at me shooting into nothing. But I gotta watch out because I will very quickly get in the position where I'm the one getting fired upon. Alright, so the ultimate hit and run tactics. Are they still trying to chase down the Fopri and win? Looks like they are. Let's move. Oh my god, get out of the way. This is not going to end well for me unless this Lamprey just decides to play Distraction Cat. I have to retreat. I'm about to, like, get bumped. So the Donic was somehow destroyed. That's, troubling. Didn't seem like the kind of fight where it should have been destroyed. How's this going? We're finally putting some hits on this. Kind of want to have y'all go after this. We have 28 points here. Let's get allow me to retort out here, because it's fast enough that it'll actually get back in the fight, and I'm gonna need some backup here. If I sneeze wrong, okay, margin call's gone. Not gone forever, just gone in our hearts. That's the same thing. All right, at least it's a dry heat. I guess so. But yeah, this is a fun little fight where it's like I just wanted some fuel. But it goes to show that the game can still present problems even later on down the line. We pick our fights and we can pick them pretty well. And now we're in a position here where it does look like if we can just get a few more hats, yeah, you are officially in trouble. So 1v1ing a Radiant. Oh my god, are you serious, dog? Hey dog, what you doing? What you doing, dog? Ugh, I am right here. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. I just let him out. Maybe he just wants love and companionship. I don't know. Or he's about to poop under the seat. He's done that before too. Alright. Alright, turns out that team love and companionship wins until I get like a giant pea pile under the stuff. It's fine. Anyway, this is not great. We need, like I said, we need more faces on that in a hurry. It should be recoverable, but good lord. And I actually need to transfer command here because I didn't take that skill. Yep, still also looking suspiciously at my dog. Okay. Did I just take damage from ramming speed? Maybe. Okay. Let's control the things we can control. Like this. That's a good shot. That was a worse shot, but that was a better shot. Alright, how are we doing up here? You're about to die. That's not my favorite. Cool. Let's get y'all off of this. And we need all of our speedsters over here. Is this like we're about to get missiled here and it's going to be really bad? That's probably what's about to happen. That's okay. This is why we want to take it with us, right? Tis but a scratch, are you sure? Don't tell me you guys are trying to run away. That's not you all's style. There we go, direct hits. Unfortunately, he hit me too, so that's fun. You hit me right in the guns, you jerk. So, Regalia reports combat readiness. We have more things dying. You're somehow not dying. What exactly is going on over here? Whatever it is, it's the attack of the tiny ships that's working. And I really... Let's see here. I hate doing this when I'm getting fired upon. Are you... I don't understand. Old dog sometimes. He just does not want to be near me sometimes. Then right now he's like, love me, love me, love me. So we have literally attack of the tiny space vessels being supported by Joe Steel and missiles and shit. And meanwhile, I'm getting roasted here, doing a 1v1 that I absolutely should not be doing. And I'm going to screw it up here with my inability to fire. It's like, yeah, the whole... There we go. Okay, we're doing a bad news 4v1 now. Let's see what's going on up here, because we have to get out of there. And I feel terrible. I did the wrong move here. You officially need to retreat now, because we don't want all this. Everybody's now trying to give this thing a hug. There we go. This is all fantastic. It's going to be a fun combat log. Remember, these guys... Oh, shit. I'm dead. I forgot about the thing I was running from down here. So, Pigeonless Wings has been clipped. Again, because of my stupidity. Once again, it was all that not being popular. But we did some work while it was there. I love... oh my god. I should know the names of my pilots by now. Oh, man. Who is that? That is... I should know my name of stuff. Oh, this is terrible. Anyway. What a show. This was not a good fight. But it was a win. And we should have fuel out of this. Our supplies are going to be an issue. Our crew's going to be an issue. How many ships did we lose? Quite a few. Difficult recovery is only the Lambda Bear. Oh man, I was really hoping we'd get the Radiant here. And we didn't. Alright. I don't know if I want more Glimmers. I could totally grab them, but I don't think I want them. So let's recover. Pick through the wreckage. Unfortunately, because this is hyperspace, we can't double tap. Hey, look! Cores. This is probably the most cores we've gotten from a fight in a long time. Autopulse laser. Remnant tachyon laser. Oh, wait a minute. Pretty sure the Bremer, who already has one Remnant tachyon lance, we were just waiting for a second one. So we can do the upgrade there. We can't do the double tap here. We have an Ordo that has So we did take out both of them. We are strangely not below the crew limit here all of a sudden. I hope I didn't accidentally, like, get rid of ships, because that would be really silly of me to do that. I don't think I did. Someone's going to snap at me in the comments and be like, well, why didn't you do this? It's like, because I suck at this game. Whoop. Alright. E-burns are fun. Especially when we can't move through space for some reason. Alright. Looks like we're going to make it to green. That's the good news. The bad news is that we're going to be no supplies. And Scy Nation is probably already there. Scy Nation is so there I can't even find their stuff. The raiding forces are superior to the fleets defending the system. Strong, comprised of 2 fleets. They're currently in the system, so we have to go. Play whack-a-mole about where they are. Which means I need to go to home base first. And we'll figure it out. So let's not run out of fuel in the wrong gravity well. Oh boy. Well, we're going to see if we can... there we go. Dismiss. And hop in. We're about to be out of fuel, but it's fine. This is all fine, so we're homeward bound. Just like our poor dog. We did find the right planet, so that's a plus. We are going to go into a little bit of debt again, because that's what we do here. We're getting a little bit of lag, so something is going on. Let's go ahead and do this first before I forget. So refit, Tachyon Lance. Where's my Remnant Tachyon Lance at? There we go. Been waiting for that move for a while. Okay, now we have cats fighting. One of the things about my dog wanting to go out is that he actually let in a really large fly, so now my cats have something fun to hunt. Open market. We do have some shit we can sell. I'm going to sell Corrupted Nanoforge. We've given up on the Forge templates. I may actually try to keep that. And we're going to learn the Hiver Wing here, so this is fine. Like I said, there's lots of other things that I could potentially do here. There's probably some really good weapons that I'm selling right now. But we are not weapon poor. Even the Tachyon Lance. Someone's going to, like, cough, cry. But it's fine. Because we need to buy supplies. And supplies are actually cheaper on the open market. We have resource stockpiles. This is not our place for storage. So we'll put that there. Hit the sort key. We do have supplies in storage. Cool. Look at us being responsible. Jesus, that's a lot of repairs. Okay, still. The important thing is that we're not in debt right now. Resource stockpiles, open market. Can we not buy from the Reuter Union for some reason? Needs a functional Reuter HQ. There are no Reuter Union officials or services here due to hostilities with Sieghart Immortalis. Independent Reuters avoid... I guess we really do need to take out the hegemony. Okay, well, we know there's some people up there. We know we have a little bit of supplies, so we are going to have to draw a little bit from our stockpiles here. That should be fine. In case we need it, we're going to just go ahead and do this. 1,000 fuel is fine. We don't need it in system, but in case I get stupid later. And I need to see... I have a feeling that we're being attacked over here, so let's find out. We have a conquest mission for 1,000,000 credits. The Shadow Yards want me to take this over. Yes, please. Give me that money. Alright, I don't even care. It's over here. It's probably a military installation. Scy Nation is like all military installations all the time. And we have something up here. We definitely have contact over here. And here's our... Oh! Okay. So here's our defenders. Here's our space station. And I think, unfortunately, due to timing and dog interruptions and all that... Oh, Azure, don't say it, but I gotta say it. We're gonna pick this one up from right here next time. We have some systems to defend. If we look at what Scy Nation's trying to do one more time here, we did get a pretty good fight. I'll look at the other one here. So they're raiding our system. Why are y'all at Hantu Raya? You're supposed to be up here. So we definitely need to kick this out. And we need to kick these out. That's fine. Okay, well, that'll do it for this one. Let's look at the combat logs before it's all said and done, because I did a terrible job managing this fleet. And I didn't even get the grand prize here. Like, the Sanctus did make it on here because it did do some damage, and the Snowstorm definitely did a lot of work. Our big ships did a lot of work. I still need to name this ship. This ship is, like I said, this is one of my favorite ones piloting from the Vic series, because it's little, and with the combined arms build, it can do a lot if you have more skill than this schmuck. But yeah, it was definitely an episode, that's for sure. And the next one's going to be even episodier. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to tell me how to improve in the Discord or the comments section. I have to check and make sure we didn't lose third bog this time. We did not. Cradle. It's now called Cradle. It is not third bog. And it still exists. Still right here. Still building a cryo revival facility. I can't install anything right now because we want to put farming in here in just a minute. But yeah, that's another day for another time. Thanks for watching. You all take care.